Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have travel outfit ideas for those of us in our 40s, 50s, and older. And I'm going to be sharing with you some outfits that I actually wore recently on a trip to New York City. So hopefully this will be helpful to you guys, give you some ideas for how to pack, what to wear, and how to coordinate your items to pack less and have more options on trips. And you'll get to see some photos of things that we did on our trip as well. And I have a couple of MVPs from this trip that I want to make sure that you guys know about. So I will be mentioning those at the end of the video, so be sure you stick around for that. You know, traveling is fun, and I love to travel. I'm actually happy once I get through security and I'm at the gate at the airport. Up until then, I'm a little bit of a nervous wreck because I'm always wondering if I forgot something. I'm always nervous about going through security. I don't know why, but sometimes, you know, random things happen and you get pulled out. I did this last time because of the pants I had on, had some zippers in weird places, and that set the thing off. So anyway, packing for a trip can be a little bit nerve-wracking for me, but once I'm there and I'm through security, I am on vacation. So hopefully this video will give you some ideas for what to pack and what to wear on a fall or winter trip. Everything that I show in today's video I will have linked in the description box down below. And if you're not sure how to find that description box, I'm going to pin a comment to this video with a link to another video I made that just walks you through how to find the description box. So that will be in the comments section. So this first outfit is what I wore on travel day number 1, getting from my home to New York. We had one connection to make in Atlanta, and then it was straight on to LaGuardia. So this is what I wore on that day. Plus, we got there early enough that we did do some sightseeing once we got there. So the first outfit, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show me wearing the clothes over here in a little try-on, because I didn't get great pictures of the outfits every single day, so I'm going to do a little try on, and then I'll insert pictures of us doing things, or me doing things in the clothes if I have good ones. So that's what this is going to be. So this first outfit was my travel outfit, and I wanted something comfy and something lightweight that I could layer up, and something dark in color. That is one tip for traveling. Don't ever wear light colors when you're traveling on a plane, because you don't know what you're going to sit in, what you're going to brush up against. Luggage wheels, you know, are always dirty. If those rub up against your pants or something, they're going to get you dirty. So just wear dark colors. And another tip, I wore joggers in this first day's outfit. Always wear pants that are kind of fitted to your leg. Don't wear wide leg pants when you're traveling by air, because whenever you go to the restroom in the airport or on the plane, if you have to, or wherever, those pant legs are going to go down and could touch the floor, and that's a pretty gross thought when you think about it. So wear some leggings or joggers that are fitted to your leg, and you don't have to worry about that. So this outfit, I'm wearing a black ribbed top from Walmart. And this is a recent purchase. I think this top is like $14.98 or something like that. And it's long sleeve and it's slightly cropped, but for me it's the perfect length. And I'm wearing it with these olive green joggers. I picked these up at Target. They're in the active section, the All in Motion brand. And I want to say that these were right at $30. They're great because they have a lot of pockets, but some of these zippers did set off security, which was interesting because the zippers are actually plastic. They're not even metal, so I don't know, maybe they had it on an extra sensitive setting that day. But I'm wearing the Moto Jacket. I wore it and was very comfortable in it. It was a perfect layer. Of course, I was wearing comfy shoes that I was able to slip off and on easily, and that is these sneakers by P448. I'll talk more about those later. And I carried a backpack, took a couple of other purses on the trip, but for traveling and a lot of the time I carried this backpack because it had snacks in it, I put water in it, I kept our umbrella in it, and then of course all my items that I did not want to check in a bag, you know, I put in this backpack. So my medicine, all that kind of thing, I put in this backpack. And this backpack is also from Target. It's just $25. It's by the Wild Fable brand, and it has been invaluable to me. It was fantastic on this trip and just a great purchase. So this was the perfect travel day outfit. It was comfy, it was layers. These pants are nice and lightweight and breathable. They would dry quickly if you got them wet, so they are a perfect travel pant. So this is what I wore on the day one, and when we got there, we went down to Hudson Yard, and we had tickets to go up to the edge at Hudson Yard, but there was zero visibility because it was overcast and rainy. So we got a rain check and just kind of walked around the shops there at Hudson Yard, and of course we rode the subway. We rode the subway every day with no issues whatsoever. Some people were telling me, don't ride the subway, all this. I don't know how you get around in New York City without riding the subway. We got a 5-day pass for each of us, so for a little less than $100, that covered our transportation for the whole time we were there. The only time we were in a taxi was from the airport to the hotel and hotel to airport. The rest of the time, we rode the subway. And it's a great, fast way to get around. Yes, they can be stinky. Yes, they're crowded. Yes, some subway stations are nicer than others. But if you do your research and know what you're doing, you can manage New York City just fine on the subway, and I think it's a great way to get around. All right, the next day's outfit, I'm keeping with the same color theme. You're gonna see a theme here in these outfits. I'm wearing a pair of olive green cropped pants. These are the Preta Petty pants, and I'm probably saying that wrong, by White House Black Market. And I'm wearing them with this off-white tee with black stripes from Walmart. I got these tees in a 2-pack. I got a solid black one and this one, and they are super comfortable. They're kind of ribbed, very stretchy. And again, I'm wearing the Moto Jacket, and on this day I wore my waterproof boots by Blondo, and these boots are super comfortable, and we walked, oh my gosh, we walked so much every day. This day in particular, I know we walked over 17,000 steps, and I wore these boots, and I was just fine in them, so they're super comfy. And of course, I was carrying my backpack because I kept water in there, I kept snacks in there, carried an umbrella in there. Plus, you know, if we went anywhere and I wanted to take off my jacket, I could put it in the backpack so I didn't get overheated. It was a great bag to carry while we were out and about. And on this day, we went to Central Park. We went to the Natural History Museum. We went to Grand Central Station. And we went up in a fairly new building that's right next to Grand Central Station. It's called One Vanderbilt. And there's an observation deck at the top of this building called the Summit at One Vanderbilt. And it had the most incredible views of the city because it's kind of centrally located. You can see north towards Central Park, and then you can see all the way south down to the World Trade Center and all that. So I really enjoyed that and would highly recommend checking that out if you're going to New York City anytime soon. So this was also day 2, and that night we went to see Wicked at the Gershwin Theater, and I wanted to change. I took a shower and everything because we had been out in the weather and it was kind of drizzly, and you know, so I wanted to get freshened up and changed. So this is what I wore to see Wicked and to dinner after, and it's this orangey brownish ribbed mini dress from Old Navy that you saw in a previous Old Navy haul. And yes, again, I'm wearing the Moto Jacket, and wearing these black Western booties from Walmart, and I carried the little Louis Vuitton dupe bag that I also found on Walmart.com. And for this occasion, I just used the little chain strap on the bag to make it a little more dressy. And this was a perfect outfit, but actually I could have been a lot more casual for the show. I was kind of surprised because we did go at night, but you saw people there and everything. People were not dressed up, so you can dress however you want. But this is how I wanted to dress. So I thought this was a great outfit for that evening, and I was very comfortable. I was able to walk, from our hotel to the subway station in these boots, no problem. And then we just rode the subway right down to where we got off for the theater, and probably less than a block from that subway station to the theater. So I didn't have to do a lot of walking in these boots, but even so, they were comfortable even though they have a heel. So this was my outfit for going to see Wicked. The next day, we started out at the World Trade Center. We went in this building called Oculus, which is right down there at Ground Zero. It's a new building. It's mainly a lot of shopping in there, but the subway goes into that building, and that's where you get out. But it's a really architecturally interesting building, so I'll put up some pictures. And then we had tickets to go up to the observatory at One World Trade, which is the tower that they built, not to replace the Twin Towers, but it's taller, I think, than either of the Twin Towers were. We went up in that building, and it had great views too, so I'll put some pictures up here. But we had a great view of the Statue of Liberty and Brooklyn Bridge and across the river to Brooklyn. I mean, you could really see everything from river to river and looking out toward New Jersey and everything. It was another stunning view. I wore this asymmetrical sweater. This was from Amazon, from the Kate Casson haul I did a few videos back, and this was great to wear with the faux leather leggings by Spanx. This was just a great outfit, and I wore this with my P448 sneakers. So this was my look for that day, and it did rain a good bit on us that day. So I had to break out my Anorak, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But this was the look for this day. We also went to the 9/11 Memorial. We went to Chinatown. We went to Little Italy. I bought a couple of purses in Chinatown. We ate at Bleecker Street Pizza in the Village, which was the best pizza I've ever eaten in my life. It was delicious. So we had a big eventful day this day, and it was rainy, but we didn't let that slow us down, and it made it feel like fall. So this was what I wore for that day. And on the next day, we did some shopping. This was probably my favorite outfit of the trip, maybe. And it's very basic. It's this sweater that I got from Zessica on Amazon. I did a haul featuring items from the Zessica brand a while back, and I just love this Batwing mock neck sweater. It is so flattering, and it's so soft and stretchy and comfy. I was so comfortable in this and cozy, and I wore it with a pair of Level99 joggers. I got these last year from in my Trendsend box, Trendsend by Evereve, and they were not cheap, but I have worn these pants so much. They have such a flattering fit. They're stretchy. They're so comfy. I have them in this dark gray color, and I also have them in kind of a greenish color. And again, I wore my sneakers, and I did not wear my Moto Jacket on this day because it was raining again. So I wore my Anorak from Walmart. And this jacket, I actually got this one last year, but they brought them back, and they're just $21.98. They come in a ton of different colors, and it's a great weight for a rain jacket. Now, it's not going to keep you warm, but it is lined, and to put it over the top of a sweater or sweatshirt or something like that, it's just perfect. and this got a ton of use on our trip with all the rainy and drizzly weather. And of course I carried my backpack again. But we went to Macy's, we went to Rockefeller Center and ate at a great restaurant in Rockefeller Center. And we also went to FAO Schwartz, and my son thought that was a lot of fun. And we went in the Lego store there, and I bought some shoes in Macy's, and so did my son. So we both did a little shopping, and it was just kind of a laid-back, casual day. And then we went back to Hudson Yard on the same day and used our tickets to go back up to the edge. But wouldn't you know, it was zero visibility again. But we just went ahead and went up there, but it was bad. We couldn't see anything. We were in the clouds, we were in the fog. So that was the only building we went up in that we had tickets for that did not pan out. So that was kind of a flop. But anyway, we tried. And you'll notice that in all these outfits, I have kind of a theme going. I've got khaki, olive green, and black. And those things are mix and matchable. I didn't exactly have outfits picked out. I just had, you know, all these tops and all these pants, and I knew I would put them together some kind of way when I got there. And that's what I did. And everything that I packed matched and went with each other. Now, we didn't do anything dressy. We were doing touristy things, so I didn't have to dress up. But I didn't want to look like a bum either. And another little tip, if you're going to New York City, or really any big city, don't wear a lot of pastels or bright colors, because you just don't see that. If you want to stick out like a sore thumb and tell everybody that you're not from there or you're a tourist, wear some real bright colors or some white pants or something like that, because you just didn't see it. And from that standpoint, I feel like what I packed and took with me was some good choices, because I wore everything dark, everything just kind of blended in, and I didn't have to worry about being on the subway if the seat was dirty or whatever, because what I had on was dark. It wasn't going to show dirt, and I was comfortable the whole time. But I didn't look like a bum. Even when we went in this really nice restaurant to eat lunch at Rockefeller Center, you know, it was full of business people eating there, and they were all dressed up from work. I didn't look out of place. So just think about what you're wearing so that you can fit in anywhere but still be comfortable. And then we had to go back home. And so I just wanted to be comfy. We had to get up super early and left our hotel at about 6:30 to go get to the airport on time for our flight. And I wanted to be comfy and not really worry about anything. So I wore my favorite leggings, which are these CRZ yoga leggings. I did a CRZ video or CRZ yoga video back in the summer, but I'll link these down in the description box. They're available on Amazon. Hands down, they're my favorite leggings. I'm going to get some more because I love them that much. And then I wore this graphic tee from Walmart, which is just like $10, less than $10. I wore my sneakers, and of course I carried the backpack, and I wore this jean jacket. Now, I meant to wear this jean jacket more on the trip, but the weather dictated that I wear a rain jacket, so those plans, you know, had to change. This jean jacket is from Amazon, and I love it so much. I will link it for you down below along with everything else. But the thing I love about this jacket is it's oversized. I'm wearing this in a small, and there's still plenty of room in it. I could wear a sweater under it. I could wear a sweatshirt under it, and it's long enough to wear with leggings. So it's covering my rear end. It might not completely cover your rear if you're, you know, taller, but on me, it covers, and it's just cozy. It doesn't have a lot of stretch, but you really don't need a lot of stretch because it's so big. It was so comfy, and it was just the right layer for on the plane and everything. I love this jacket. So if you're looking for a jacket that's a little bit different, this silhouette is very on trend right now. You know, a bigger, oversized jacket, much like the oversized blazers are on trend. So this is a great one for you to check out, and it's from Amazon. So I mentioned my MVPs of the trip, and there's 2 MVPs, and then there's 1 honorable mention. I don't know, it's a tough call. All 3 of them could be like co-MVPs of the trip because of their performance and how much I used them and how good they were. The first one is this backpack. Like I said, it's from Target. It's the Wild Fable brand. I got it in this olive green. It's got an exterior pocket here that holds a good bit, and then it's got the handle on top and then a zipper across the top there. It's got pockets on each side. So we put our water bottles in these pockets on the side, and then I was able to put a wallet and everything in here. And if I wanted to take off my jacket, I have room for that in here. When we were shopping and picking up little knickknacks or trinkets, I could put those in here so we weren't carrying an extra bag around. It was just invaluable on the trip. I would highly recommend wearing a backpack if you're going to a city like that. And this one, it's big enough to hold a good amount, but it doesn't look like a school backpack. It's not quite that big. So it fit on me and was very comfortable. But it was, you know, gender neutral enough that my husband carried it some too. You know, if I got tired or we really loaded it down and it was getting a little bit heavy and I needed a break, he wore it. So he didn't feel bad about wearing us around either. So for $25, this was just a fabulous backpack. MVP number 2 is this Anorak rain jacket from Walmart. And like I said, I got this one last year, but they're back. They're $21.98, but this has got the adjustable ties at the waist where you can cinch it in. It has a zipper and snaps. It is made out of raincoat material, so it's nylon, but it's soft. You know, it's not that kind of raincoat material that's kind of stiff and whatever. You can, you know, wad this up, put it in your bag. It's soft, and I just love it. And Lord knows I wore it enough on this trip. If I hadn't had this, I would have been in big trouble and would have had to go out and find a rain jacket. So this performed great. Highly recommend it, and for the price, you can't beat it. And the third and final MVP of the trip, these shoes. Now, I know these shoes may be a little out there for some people, but these shoes by P448, I have become a huge fan. And I'm going to get another pair like in an off-white or something a little more neutral. But these were great for the city because they're dark, but they're not black. They're this metallic gray. And so I thought, well, if they get dirty or whatever, you're not going to be able to tell. So that was great. And I will tell you, I had never heard of this brand until I found these at a local shoe boutique. These are not cheap, but they're an Italian shoe brand. They're all made entirely in Italy, and when you put these on, you can just feel the quality. And I know they're quality shoes because I will admit I had not worn these very much before the trip. I had worn them just a couple of times to break them in, but they really didn't even need breaking in. But I wore these all over the city. We were walking over 15,000 steps every single day. And not only did my feet not hurt, my back didn't hurt either. So that's a problem that I have if I don't wear supportive enough shoes. Even if my feet don't hurt, my lower back will hurt. And walking that much in a day, my back would have been howling, you know, if I had worn a non-supportive shoe. So these were just, they were my MVPs because they saved my feet and they saved my back. And I am such a fan of these. Now I am going to get myself another pair in a different color. But if you're looking for a great pair of fashion sneakers and you need them to perform and be kind to your feet and your back, check these out. If you need something where you're going to be on your feet a lot and you don't want to wear your athletic trainer shoes, but you want to wear something casual, check these out. You won't be disappointed. Well, that is my video showing what I wore and giving you a few little tips and hints about how to dress, what to wear on a trip, on a plane, that sort of thing. And I hope you enjoyed it. Everything will be linked down below. And until I see you next time, have a stylish day. Bye-bye.